Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. We have showed you in our previous video how to connect to SAP using VBA and SAP GUI-Scripting, and we showed you the whole process starting from the logon and going to execute the certain T-code like SE38, opening an object, executing that program, and showing you the result, and then a click of button OK, and then it exits and return back to uh, take the further instruction from you. Okay, so let's now discuss about how this is set up, right? In the setup, you see we have this SAP query screen in which you have S4T. This is the instance. This is the name of the SAP connection we have. There can be multiple, so one for dev, one for QA, the other is for production, and they can. So we have only one that is the IDS. Okay, and uh, so you got to have a certain means version of the SAP you installed. This is the prerequisite, and then when you go to the collector, so these are the information like the ID of the system, SAP, and other information like the router string and uh, uh, IP address, etc. These information are provided um, by the provider by the SAP server administration to you, so that you can get connected, and that is entered once for fun. Okay, the next step is your password screen, in which you enter the ID, uh, your SAP login ID and password, right? Uh, if this is correctly entered, so it will ask for your credentials. So in the setup button we have in this, these are we set up all this information once, so that your credentials are not required to be entered by you again and again. So they are entered and they are stored in the setup sheet, and from there, uh, each time when you click the start, it takes all the information which you have entered in the setup. So the first thing it asks is the server ID, that is S4T, as we have shown you, right? This S4T, right? And which has a certain other backend information like a router string, etc. So, these are once entered and stored into our system. The next is SAP user ID and password. So when they are entered, right, so they are stored. And the next is uh, we we enter the once we enter the password, then the next thing it is which is asked is the path of the saplogon.exe. Saplogon.exe is the file which brings which activates the SAP GUI a program or application, right? So the program must know that where it is. Because in the shell command it is going to be executed, and then the credentials, etc., will be entered in the form which will be subsequently coming, right? So the start button uh, takes uh, your credentials, and it takes you from these locations, right? P99 is the server ID, right? And P100 has the SAP ID. These are the information which and SAP log. So once they are entered once, and later on you don't need to. Uh, so it will save your time from it. it will pick the information automatically from you. Right? So this is the setup screen and setup sheet arrangement which we have made to store the information which you log on. And this is the start means a button that allows you to the login information and what is your username and this and that. Also these are the username and this and this. You can see it is taking these information uh, automatically from those locations which we showed you from where it is taking it, right? So the shell means this is the SAP logon.exe which is being executed through the shell command. Soon after that, the SAP GUI will stop working and will start asking you your credentials. So these are the credentials being asked now. You can see next, yeah, yeah. This is the connection, and this is this is where it is asking the user ID and the password, right? And once these are entered, the send key 0 means press enter. So it takes it logs you on provided the information provided are correctly entered in your setup program. Okay, so it has. The next is how does this T code execute it? So it 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 has a code algorithm written on the back of it, which let me show you the algorithm. Yes, it is first of all checking if the SAP is running, then it will run. Otherwise, it will give you the message that the, the SAP first. Okay. So this is where it is setting the my T code, executing the my T code and uh, going to SE38 and then executing the report, and then it comes to the OK button. Right? You when the OK button is here, you can keep on navigate into the report. You can even go to see the code or do any work on that. Once you are free, you can click OK. So what it will do, it will take you back to the start position from where you can choose some other work to do. Right? So this is just an example to show you how we uh, easily get connected to the SAP using ourselves. And you can, while it is showing you, you can go to the code and if there are some changes required, you can, being an ABAP, you can make the changes in the code and execute it again. And so while you this OK is not pressed, right? Once it is open, you it means you are free. You have completed your job. So before pressing OK, you can all those ABAP jobs which you can do, like execution of